Diamond 2 game. His name in game is Fictionary. I like it a lot. That's a good name, Fictionary. Solo 3's been trying to crack champ for a while, but not got there. So this is 3's Diamond 2 solo queue. That's rough. Not flying my highest as of late, but I've been putting in slow but consistent work on my mechs, meaning I'm going for a lot of things that don't quite pan out. I fly for a lot of balls that I might hit, but mostly won't hit. Well, because I need to catch up on aerials, and so I'm practicing absolutely sending it. When I say strong, mid, weak, I mean in reference to rank and not in reference to all. So strong, in my opinion, he thinks he's strong in his boost collection, basic and bounce dribbles, power from the ground, wall pinches, recoveries, shadowing and fake challenging, and rotations. So sounds like he's a very ground-based player. I like it. That's how I started. I was a very ground-based player. Most people are around this rank as well. Most people don't have very good aerial mechanics. But I hit GC2 with honestly zero aerial game. Mid, reading my team, predicting the ball from slightly odd bounces, half flips, and wave dashes. Okay, definitely gotta solidify those wave dashes and those half flips for sure. Those should be in the strong category. Weak, in my opinion, cannot reliably flick, aerial reads, air dribble, trusting / reading corner passes from the team. No clue how to get corner pass at this rank. How to get a good corner pass at this rank. And flashy mechs. Okay, well that's not a problem. You don't need flashy mechs. Cannot speed flip, 45-degree flick, and I seriously miss almost every wall to air shot I try for, especially if it's just a simple jump, weight, front flip. It's not in the replay though, as I've legit stopped trying. I would say go and make yourself a training pack of what you're struggling with and practice. That'd be the best way you can get better at that. If you're on PC, which you are, because you're sending me a replay file. Before we get into this analysis, sorry guys, I'm just answering his questions, but if you're on PC, actually you can do this on console now. They put this in the game. Just turn down the game speed as well. Turning down the game speed while you're practicing mechanical things helps a lot. You can slowly turn up the game speed as well as you start getting comfortable with it at a certain speed. Great way to practice. Without seeing what you're doing, obviously I can't really say what's going wrong, but I imagine you're just probably not reaching the ball. Might not be rotating your car upright as you jump off the wall either. So those are probably what you need to work on. But that's it. Let's get into this analysis now. Fictionary, I like that name. Hey, there's a sidewall read. That was good. Alright, this is Diamond 2. Let's remember that. So our advice needs to be relevant to a Diamond 2. Okay, great. We've got something that you can definitely utilize right away here. No, you're stronger on the ground. That's great. There's no need to go up for this ball. Let it come to the ground. Huracan, what a name. Huracan can't go for the ball. He's really far away. The other player is pretty much just as far away. I mean, even if he does go for the ball, I mean, there's not any threat. So if you're not confident that you said you're pushing yourself to try to get the reads, let me tell you this. When the ball shoots up to the corner like this, it's either going to shoot straight down and roll out off the curb, or it's going to bounce back out. So really, that's a really hard ball to read. That's not on you. Most people are going to wait to see what this ball does. Hard to tell what this ball is going to do right now. In this situation, it's either going to bounce straight down and roll out, or it's going to bounce back off the wall. So first step, I would wait for the bounce. Even at GC, GC2, even a lot of pros are going to wait to see what this ball is going to do. But afterwards, you don't have to go up for this super fast. Like, this is where your next challengers are. If this guy behind you wants to go for the ball, let him. He's throwing off his team's rotation at that point in time, and none of these players have a good scoring chance here. So really no reason to go up for this as fast as you did. Wait for the bounce, find out what's going to happen, then go for it. And if you don't want to go up for the aerial, you really don't have to in this position. Wait for it to come to the ground, either start a dribble or bang it. At diamond, banging the ball is really effective. Not just nowhere, in good positions. A bang from, if nobody goes for this, by the time it hits the ground and you can bang it towards the backboard, that's a great play at diamond. You're gonna put them in a really tough position. Beautiful. Hey, you hit the sidewall read right there. What do you mean? Hey, who knows what the advice here is? I know you guys know. You're watching. My man, turn off your ball cam when you're dribbling. I got a video on this. It's really old, but the information is actually pretty good. I went back and watched it recently because it's been getting a lot of views actually lately. And I was like, okay, I gotta see what people are watching. What's their impression on my channel right now? And I was like, okay, well, the video quality is really bad, but the information is actually, I was surprised like with myself. I was like, wow, this is actually good information. Go watch the video on my channel, how to use ball cam like the pros. But I talk about turning off your ball cam while dribbling, as well as in other situations. But when you are trying to dribble with your ball cam on, it's very tough because wherever the ball is relative to your camera is going to face the same way. So if the ball gets slightly behind the center of your camera is going to shoot backwards and become very awkward. So if you turn off ball cam whenever you're trying to dribble, it makes life so much easier. Ooh, that was, wow, good confidence, honestly. That was better than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. Then here, okay. Common mistake in 3v3. I want to see you rotate out. I want to see you realize that you don't really have a play on the ball. Your teammate also incorrectly rotated into the play, right? They're coming into the play in this direction on the rotation. They should be over in this direction, rotating away from the ball, rotating behind Merc so that Merc can go challenge the ball head on. So Silent made the first mistake rotationally. That's going to happen a lot in Diamond. Most Diamonds probably don't know how to rotate. But once you see that mistake, once you see Silence there, you don't need to also put yourself in that position, right? If you're going for this, anything you could do on this ball, Silent could also do. So there's no point putting yourself in the same position as your teammate, where now if you get beat here, you're both beat. If the ball gets forced this way, it's past both of you. And nobody's behind Merc to help him if he misses the challenge, gets beat on the challenge, gets 50'd on the goal line, whatever. So, one, I would like for you to realize you really don't need to go for this ball on rotate out. That's your first thing. Like, boom, you made that touch. Also, if you look before you make the touch, you see that opponents are pushing up. Yoshi Beast pushing up. He should be at this ball before you can get there and make a touch. So you should already know that you're not going to get to this ball first. And so there's no point in you pushing that way. And then the second cue to rotate out instead of rotating into the play was when Silent was there. He's already there. He's already incorrectly positioned. No point in also putting yourself in that same position. So what I want to see you do was rotate out, rotate away from the ball, come this direction, and rotate to the back post. That way, Merc will see you rotating behind him, right? Out of his, he's looking like this. He's gonna see you rotate behind him, which is a signal to him that he can now come and challenge. But if he sees both of you right here in the corner with the ball, he's gonna play it safe. He's not gonna challenge. And then whenever something happens, if he messes up, you get scored on. And it looks like it's on him, but really it's your guys' fault for being in a bad position and not backing him up. Oi! So initially I want to say this is technically a ball you should go for. If you were more comfortable with your aerials, and if you were not in diamond, I would say go for this ball. You being in diamond, I don't mind you not going for this because Marcosis is liable to play this out wrong, to have bad positioning. But Marcosis is rotating out. He's technically third man, you're not third man, so there's not much risk in you going for this. Because by the time you go, if you were to miss this, it's okay. It's not great because now Marcosis is in like a 1v2 or whatever, but you're not last man at least. So if you miss, you've still got somebody back, hopefully silence halfway back by then as well. And so it's not a huge deal if you miss this, but this is technically your ball to go for. You go up, hopefully get the read. Marcosis is rotating back, so if you don't get the read, he's there at least. And then by you going, you've been able to keep the ball on offense and you keep your pressure. But afterwards, this is just an unnecessary panic touch. You probably thinking in your mind that this is not going to go towards midfield, that it's going to go like this way or straight back. But I would just not even make it a habit to backflip into a ball like this. Not many circumstances, I mean there's some, but not often is backflipping into the ball a good play. You can instead, let me see, what's the best way to demonstrate this? Probably just fly perspective. So you can either try to catch this ball on the wall. As it bounces up to the wall, just push it out this way, right? So it's gonna bounce. This is tough, it's hard, especially in this position. But if you can get your ball, or get your car positioned about here, where the ball's gonna hit the wall, and just drive it back out the corner, that's the best play for you to make. Otherwise, it's hard to tell how that ball is going to bounce. And if it's hard to tell for me how that ball is going to bounce, it's definitely hard for you to tell how that ball is going to bounce. So it's hard to fault you too much. I can't tell from this right now. I can't tell whether this would hit the wall and bounce out or up, right? If it would roll up the wall or if it would bounce out in front of the net. But I wouldn't make a habit of backflipping into the ball. Wait to see what the ball does. Try to carry it out if you can, like I demonstrated. But if you can't, or you're not confident, or you don't think of it fast enough in the moment, just wait again, just like earlier. Wait to see what the ball does. Position yourself on the ground where you can cover either outcome, right? I'm unsure whether the ball is going to hit this curb and just roll up the back wall, or whether it's going to hit the wall and bounce out. But no matter what happens, if you just position here, you can deal with either one. It goes up, okay, you go up and follow it. It bounces out, okay, you go follow it. So with that positioning, you could deal with either one. Or if you're feeling cheeky, feeling confident, just carry it out. Let's not make a habit of backflipping into the ball. Unless you can like score a goal in that immediate, like if it's an open net and you just have to backflip to score it. A little double tap there. Nice. Hey, I mean, what are you talking about? You're hitting these shots, you're hitting these touches. Oh, I ain't even got the goal for your team. Look at that. Hey, man, looking pretty solid to me off the wall. The replay was too large and told you to upgrade the nitro for just a little replay file. What happened? Oof. So tough 50, obviously tough 50. But what I can say, something even high ranked players need to be more aware of is anytime there's a 50-50 happening, you should be covering your net. Like you should be in position where you can save something like this. So as soon as you see that this is gonna be a 50-50, which is like there. Ah, that's so tough. That's so tough. I can't fault you for that, man. But that is some advice. If like this is hard to tell it's gonna be a 50. Because it's hard to tell if Jim's just going to carry this past him, right? He could get underneath this ball and scoop it up the wall past him. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Hard to tell it's going to be a 50 until here. And then that's such a short window of time. I can't fault you for that. That's tough. If it's good quality, you got to be able to tell what's going on. 720p, that's good. Good. Is that what you're referring to on missing these touches? Maybe. If that's what you're referring to, I mean that's tough. It does. It takes practice. This is tough, but you just have to focus on hitting it with the front of your car. So that's going to require you to jump, like you said. You know what you have to do: jump, wait, and front flip. Also easier if you get behind the ball rather than straight. Like by behind the ball, I mean like here, you should be about here instead of lined up right behind the ball. I mean, you can hit it from this position right here, but it will be easier if you're behind the ball. That way you can jump out and kind of get like a run up to it versus just having to hit it straight out like this. So it is doable hitting it like this, but it'll be a little easier on yourself if you can get a little bit more behind the ball this way, not this way. Okay, a bit too far back here. You're playing third man. At this point in time, Yoshi could either clear it to the right or Jim's gonna clear it to the left. We're waiting to see what happens. Maybe not. Yeah, never mind, it's fine. Teammates were really far forward. Wee. So just kind of like with the backflip, it's kind of panic. It's kind of panic and not getting punished for doing this enough to realize you shouldn't do it, right? Rocket League's a game of experience. You got to get punished for the mistakes you make before you learn from them. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. But just don't panic here. Realize that you can probably just hit the brakes, let the ball get in front of you, and dribble it out in front of your car rather than having to take this little pop touch and turn around. Because that window right there is a potential shot. You have opened up a potential shot here. Now, luckily, they were slow to it. That's not a good play, though. That right there, not a good play. What you would want to do, like I said, slow down. He's out of the play. He's not going to do anything to you. You're fine. Take your time. Let the ball get in front of you. Come down, hit the side of your car, and again, we're dribbling it out. Easier said than done, especially a diamond. Just know that's what you should have done. Ooh, the pass back. Unnecessary jump here. I mean, I don't know if you were just misread the bounce there. I mean, you're not looking bad, honestly. Ooh. And you're saying you're bad over here? Hello? That was a good shot. I mean, obviously the net was open. You should have just hit this. If you just want to make sure you get this on target without overshooting it, just jump higher than the ball. Hit it down into the ground, like pinch it with the ground, right? Get over the ball. I'm not telling you to hit it in this direction. I just can't draw three-dimensionally. But you're going to jump up and hit the ball into the ground. You're going to pinch it into the net with a flip. Not usually going to get maximum power that way, but you don't need maximum power in this position. However, good backboard read. All right, nice, Gob, nice. Okay, what do we do here? Good. I like that you're waiting. No reason for you to dive at this. Well done. We got to avoid a demo, which kind of takes us out of position. Those pesky demos, I hate them. Just kidding. They're part of the game. But that is the power of demos. They force people out of position or just delete them entirely. So gonna point it out again. This one's not as bad. This one's not as bad because you were going for a demo. And then after you missed the demo, you just kind of kept your momentum in that direction. However, technically you're rotating the wrong way again. You're rotating ball side. So ball's on this side, plays on this side, and you're rotating into the play. You're rotating ball side, you're rotating into the play, you're rotating under the ball, however you want to say it. Just like earlier, we want to be rotating back post. Since the play is on this side of the field, this is near post, this is back post. If it was on the other side of the field, it'd be flipped. And you ideally always want to be rotating to the back post on your way back. So after you miss that demo, you can swing out and pick up pads on your way. And if you notice you have time to make your rotation a little wider, you can come grab your corner boost and then rotate in. And then again, look at poor Marcosis. I haven't been paying attention to his rotations. he could potentially be the only one on this team who actually knows how to rotate. And he's like, come on, guys, stop rotating into the play. Rotate out of the play, please. Because he's watching you guys rotate into the play, which means he can't push. Because then all three of you would be right here. So Marcos is like, please, guys, please rotate out so that I can push. But he can't push in if nobody's behind him. Yeah, I'm glad, Gob. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, man. We got a lot of content on that channel already. That's what these analysis are for. We're going to be putting them on YouTube as well. We do the same thing again. Again, not as bad because you got a bump and then you're right there. So, not as bad here. That's one I'm not even going to say anything about. Ooh, super close. That would have been a really great challenge. Hopefully you're not getting scored on. You are. Unfortunate. The one time you miss like a challenge like that and you get scored on. It's Cracked Zach. Drop the games off of it and it's just Cracked Zach. You can do ! YouTube in chat and it'll bring it up. Thanks, Schmitty. Ooh, Silent going for the cucks pinch. He thinks he's him. Oi. That may have been your version of a half flip. Yeah. Definitely got to get that half flip in the good tier of things that you think you're good at. That was not a half flip. I actually have a tutorial for that as well. We're going OT. Let's go. 2 overtime games in a row for these analysis. Hype. Okay. I'm gonna say here, if you're the cheating player, just cheat straight up the middle. And you gotta get a little closer. You're too far away. Ideally, you wanna be kind of between these two pads here. You wanna be between like this pad and this pad. Closer to probably this pad. Probably somewhere around there. But you also just wanna be straight at the middle. That way, no matter what happens, ball shoots out this direction or it shoots out this direction in whatever manner, you're equally spaced from either outcome, right? If you're here, or I think it was this pad I was pointing at, if you're up here, you have equal space to make it to either ball. But if you go in this direction and the ball shoots out this way, well, now look at how much space you've given yourself to have to cover to get to that ball. So again, unless you're in comms with your team and they're saying they're going to force it to you in a certain direction, then you just want to cheat straight up the middle to, again, give yourself equal opportunity to get to any outcome. Ooh. Definitely needed to challenge that. That could have been game. Definitely want to see you flip into that. Everyone's kind of right here, so you might think you don't have to go, that one of your teammates is going to go, but if they don't, you're getting scored on. But definitely want to see you flip into that. I mean, it's not an ideal position to be in as a whole with your team, but you know, sometimes you have to double commit. Better to double commit and not get scored on than to not double commit and then nobody goes and you get scored on. So see how we deal with this. We had the same situation earlier. Ugh.
too big.
Oh my god, he's so big. He's a big boy. Look at, oh, hi Sarge. Oh, look at the pupper. He's so cute. Go on, pup. His name's Sarge. He's a German Shepherd. He's a big fluff ball. Looking for summer job right now. I'm still in high school though. Junior next year. Nice. That's when I got my first job when I was going into junior year. The summer going into junior year, between sophomore and junior year. All right. I mean, you're not wrong, Schmitty. Those are the comments we look for real. But yeah, same situation we pointed out earlier. Let's not make a habit of backflipping into the ball. Instead, oops, that's a no-no color. Instead, we want to just turn and bring the ball back out the other way. Or take a 50-50 here, but not with a backflip. If we can't get the ball cleanly past him, then we are taking a 50-50 to try and keep the ball in our corner safely. But again, we got to break the backflip habit. My double doggos would eat your fluff ball alive. Dang, man, calm down. He's only like 10 weeks, 11 weeks old, something like that. He's a little guy. He's gonna be like 100 plus pounds when he's fully grown. Wait, what's going on? Let me back it up one more time. So there's the backflip. Silent Habib takes up the back wall. It's fine. Triple commit by them. Okay. Unfortunately, that triple commit was so... Unfortunately, it goes like that. Like, when you see a triple commit, you should be thinking to yourself, okay, that's an open net. And this bounce, they're so lucky on this bounce. If it bounces any other way, like, you guys just win right here. The other thing I can say is try to get this out to midfield, because that's where your teammate behind you is able to go for the ball and try to take a shot. So try to hit it out to the left a little bit, and then they can try to take the shot. Yeah, Silent Habib is where you hit it, and you at least got the hit forward, but ideally we want to hit this to the left so that our teammate can try to take a shot before they get back. Hey bro, your aerials have been pretty solid. Especially for Diamond. Jeez Louise, calm it down. Try to be a little less sporadic with our camera movement there. I mean, we gotta line ourselves up, but I mean, you just got the 100 boost actually. You don't even need to worry about where that boost is because you don't need it. So let's try to calm our camera movement down a little bit. Now you do want to move your camera around to get a view of the field, but you don't want to be doing that, flickering on and off for no reason, and you're just confusing yourself. You're losing more information there than you're actually gaining by doing that. You can't tell what's happening in that 2 seconds of flickering your ball cam. Can't even tell where your car's at. That's the game? What happened? Just a pinch that goes in. Unfortunate. You can't fault anyone for that. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's a tough world out there in the world of Carblet. What was your name? Fictionary? I would say your number one thing to work on was probably just breaking that backflip habit. I can't remember a whole lot of other things that I was very repetitive. Oh, and rotating out of the play. Yeah, break the backflip habit. Stop backflipping into the ball. And rotate out of the play, which is a common issue for people even up to champion or grand champion, so don't feel too bad about that being one of your biggest mistakes, because that's a really common one and also really easy to fix. So you're actually looking pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. You look pretty good for a Diamond 2, you said, player? I'm happy with it. I think you should be happy with how you're doing. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment. It helps me out a ton with the algorithm, helps me get recommended more to more people and get more eyeballs on the video and the channel. Come follow us on Twitch so that you can be a part of these analysis when they happen live on stream, just like Gob and Schmitty here. Anyone else who's lurking in chat right now? Subscribe for future content, and if you want to submit your own analysis, read the description down below. Got all the information you need to do so down there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.